What's up, world? It's Evie Not Evie, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, August is almost here, and for basically everyone around the world who is enrolled in school, that is a terrifying thought. School is about to start once again. Yeah. I'm both excited because it's my last year of high school. I will finally be paying for my education next year. Why did they make it seem like growing up is going to be so much fun? Anyway, since I've basically had 11 first days of school, I've kind of gotten the hang of getting back into the whole school year stuff, and I've made some mistakes and I've made some not mistakes. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys if you're like me and you're kind of nervous about starting back school, even if you have done it quite a few times, and even if you're going back into a school that you know, it always seems different. Like for me, almost all of my friends are gone. Like literally 90% of my friends that I made last year were seniors. And they all graduated. And now I'm the senior, but I'm left behind. Ooh. So here are my tips on how to survive going back to school. Hopefully school hasn't started yet for most of you guys, and if it has, I'm so sorry. But since you have maybe a week or so left, why don't you go ahead and try to start waking up early? I know for me, I'm currently waking up at like 10 to 12 if I'm lucky, which is not gonna fly once I go back to school, unless I just get tardies every day and then I'll probably get kicked out and not graduate. So let's not do that. Try to do it like gradually so it won't be as painful, because if you just cut your sleep down one night, you're gonna be miserable for a couple of days. It sucks. So try to like maybe wake up like 30 minutes earlier every morning, and then by the time school starts, you'll be semi-used to waking up early. Also, try to give yourself enough time in the morning to actually get ready. I know it's really tempting to sleep in, but also having time in the morning to get a good breakfast, maybe pack your lunch, because we all know school food. But just give yourself enough time to actually like have a routine and get stuff done, and that way you won't feel really stressed and rushed in the morning, and it'll just start off your day crappy. Go ahead and pick out some cute outfits that will make you feel good that are also school appropriate. I know that there are some days whenever you're going to school that you just roll out of bed and you just want to throw on a hoodie and some jeans and be done with it, and I get that. But there are some other days where you kind of want to dress up and feel cute, but you don't know if you have some things that are in school dress code, and my school dress code is really weird. So try to go ahead and pick out some cuter outfits maybe that you already have, or maybe go shopping with school specifically in mind, so that way whenever the day rolls around where you actually want to like look good in school and not get called out for being out of dress code, you can actually have both. So this tip is basically for everyone, especially if you just kind of want to make friends and stuff, is to be friendly. You know, be nice to people. Don't let people walk all over you, but also don't go out of your way to try to make enemies and try to start drama. It's not worth it. You're in 6 months, you're not even gonna remember why you're mad at that one person. It's not, no. Don't. Try to be yourself, and honestly, people will be attracted to that. And if being you is being a little bit brutally honest, that kind of pushes some people away, well, oh well, that's still you. As long as you're being yourself and you're trying, that's basically all you can do. But just don't go out of your way to start drama. It will only distract you from schoolwork and actually doing productive things, and it's not worth it. It's not. Try your best to be prepared and organized, especially at the beginning of the semester. I know for me, I usually start out really like organized and prepared, and I have all these folders, and this goes here and that goes there, and then by the end of the semester everything is a mess. It's just all thrown in my backpack. like, ugh. But I know if I start off this semester with a mess, Lord knows how I'll finish it. So at least try to start out organized and keep it going for as long as you can. If you're not like me, you might be able to keep it going throughout the whole year, and if you can, I'm very proud of you. But one way that kind of helps me stay organized is if I buy things to help me that I want to use. Like, for example, if maybe you can find like some fandom related things, if you're into like a certain band, BTS, if you're into certain TV shows or anything like that, you can maybe find like a pencil case or a folder or a binder or something like that that can help you like stay organized and you actually like want to use it and show it off. And also, if you can't afford to go out and buy completely new school supplies, that is fine. There are so many videos of DIYing things. Like, if you have access to like a printer and some glue and some scissors, you can make it your own. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there, you are on YouTube right now, just look up school supplies DIYs if you want to, and I'm sure there will be so many. So basically, just try to make yourself excited about certain things, and this excitement will hopefully lead to you being more organized. Okay. I know it might seem scary, but try to be involved with things. Like, if there are certain clubs that you might be interested in, or maybe there's like a sport or, you know, certain academic things that you could be involved with, just try it. Like, seriously, try to be involved with school. The more involved you are, first off, it'll boost your resume if you're interested in that, which I think we all are. It'll help jobs look for you and like look that you can balance different things. It'll help whenever you go to college to show that you were well versed and you did a lot of stuff, but also like not just thinking about it for I guess resume purposes. You'll make a lot of connections that way. You'll meet people that you might not have met before, and you'll get to know your fellow classmates a little bit better. And it's honestly a really great way if you're new to a school to get involved with the school, maybe get some more school spirit and make some friends. It's good. And also for me, I know I do best whenever I'm like semi-busy. Like, I have some free time, but whenever I feel like I'm being productive, when I feel like I'm involved with something and I feel like I'm a part of something, that's whenever I feel really good about myself. So maybe you can find a similar feeling when you get involved with something in your school. This one I cannot reiterate enough, but just be nice to your teachers. Please. They do not get paid enough for what they put up with, and like, they're trying their best. I will admit there are some teachers that I have had in my past years that I didn't really like, okay? Now at my new school I like almost all my teachers, but I know that there are some out there that you might not really get along with, or they might just not like you for some reason. But no matter what, just try your best to stay on their good side, because whether you like it or not, they are kind of in charge of your grade, and if you are nice to them and develop a good relationship with them, it can help the class go by easier. It can help if you need help. It can also help with later whenever you come back, maybe for some references for like jobs or scholarships, if you actually have good relationships with your teachers. Because if all your teachers hate you, they're not going to give you good references. And teacher references are often really appreciated. Like, people understand that teachers don't have to like their students. So stay on their good side. This next one kind of ties along with it, and it's basically just speak up if you do need help. And I understand that, you know, if you're in a teacher's class and you're struggling and you have a good relationship with a teacher, it might be easier for you to speak up, but sometimes it's not, because I'm almost always the smart kid. I'm almost always the kid that like gets everything the fastest, and I'm usually like helping my classmates if they don't understand it. But that doesn't mean I get everything. There are some times where I want the teacher to explain what they just said again, or maybe explain what this was because I forgot it or whatever. But it's difficult for me to ask because I'm always viewed as the smart one. And I think I put a lot more emotion into just raising my hand and asking a question than I should. So don't do that. Try to remember that everyone is different, and asking a question does not make you less intelligent. It just means that you want to get it right. So just try to speak up whenever you need help. And sometimes you might need help, but maybe not in an academic way. And I would still try to talk to your teachers about that. Maybe your guidance counselor or whatever. Just try to let them know what you're going through, whether it be mental health or something going on personal in your family. Just try to let them know. And for me, if I talk to my teachers about what I'm going through and I tell them that, I'm really sorry, I let my grades slip, I wasn't feeling that well mentally, I was going through some stuff, they will usually work with me, and they will, kind of check up on me and make sure I'm okay and all that stuff. So speaking up is difficult. It really is, but it's definitely worth it. So just try to talk to them, and maybe you'll find a new friend. Speaking of finding new friends, this one is a little bit more lighthearted than that, because but try to be friends with different people. Like, I'm usually drawn to a certain group of people, I know where I fit in normally, but that doesn't mean that you should only try to fit in with your normal friend circle, because a lot of times you're going to be put in classes and you're not going to really know anybody. And whenever you're friends with different people, it's really interesting. It can help you understand someone that you might not have understood before. Like, if you're normally attracted to a friend that is really loud and is kind of pretty okay with themselves, they're pretty confident, they're the class clown, maybe try to talk to the kid that's kind of quiet, or vice versa. I know I'm usually attracted to more of the quiet kid because I see myself in them, believe it or not, and I've been trying my best to open myself up and not be the quiet kid anymore, and try to just be friends with as many people as I can, because honestly, being friends with somebody and being nice to somebody, I've never had any negative side effects to that. I really haven't. And there's always that warning that you shouldn't get mixed up with the wrong crowd, and I completely get that, but that doesn't mean that you can't try to just talk to different people, Just see what's up, see how they're feeling, ask them why they're wearing that shirt that says something you have no idea what it says, or tell them that you like their hair, or you notice that they are wearing makeup today and it looks nice. Just, talk to people. It'll help you understand where they're coming from, and it'll help you just socially grasp how diverse people can be. So once you get in a couple days into the school year, that's whenever the academics start to really kick up, and you need to study, and you're gonna have homework and all that fun stuff. But for me, it often helps if I have a specific time that I dedicate to doing homework and studying. I usually, after school, go to a little community center beside my school for a few hours to wait till my mom gets off because I don't have a car yet. So I usually use that time to my advantage. So I study there, I do my homework there, so by the time I get home, I can relax, I know everything I need for school is done and all that stuff. But whatever your routine is, just try to set aside some time where you can look over your notes and do homework, so that way it's not just you have to stress out the day of because you forgot to do it. It'll help you remember what you need to do, and it'll help you actually study. Studying tip. And my last tip is to find a motivational balance in school. I grew up being really, really anxious about my grades. Like, I didn't even know what an anxiety attack was when I was young, but I was basically having one at least once a week. And it was really detrimental to just how I viewed myself. Like, I thought I had to get straight A's and all of that, and I literally cried myself to sleep one night because I got a B. It wasn't healthy. It just wasn't. So as I got older, I realized that it wasn't healthy, and I kind of taught myself how to chill out a little bit. And it took a while to find that balance of still caring about school, like not completely blowing it off, but not worrying about it so much that it jeopardizes my own mental health. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, but if you want to talk to somebody, I'm sure there are people out there to talk, and just take care of yourself. Just try to remember that you're not perfect, and that is amazingly you. So yeah, sorry to end on such a sentimental note. If you guys want me to, I could talk more about how I've dealt with my depression and anxiety in school, or I could not talk about it if you don't want me to. But yeah, so hopefully this gave you guys some tips on going back to school. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to, you can leave down in the comments below some of your own tips for going back to school, or maybe if you don't want to think about school yet, just tell me how you spent your summer. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next time. Bye!